By the time you guys are watching today's video, the winter collection for Hunt & Company has officially released. So be sure to head over to thehuntingcompany.com. This is the URL right here, and there's no other place than this exact website. So be sure to click the top link in the description and head over to check it out. Alright guys, I got kind of a special treat for us today. It's weird timing too, if we just got rid of the 458, and it's kind of a touchy subject, which is why I kind of wanted to jump on this opportunity here. I got invited out today to come see Ferrari's new SF90, which is going to be coming out, and I think later next year. We'll get more details on that. But if you guys haven't seen this car yet, it's something that is a beautiful car to see. And what we have here is a prototype. This is an actual production, but they're working towards it right now. But in the midst of all the Ferrari drama that we've had the past couple days, I just felt this was super fitting. It would be kind of like a cool little treat for Vlogmas. This is more or less what I was told is pretty much going to be the LaFerrari killer. I originally off the bat was putting this towards the 720 from McLaren because this is a hybrid technology. It's a gas motor, but at the same time uses electric motors. Well, they were actually saying this isn't really more or less in the 720 area because this is going to be priced a little bit more than the 720. This is going to be coming in around 500 to 600K, but it's also going to have a factory 1,000 horsepower. So this will beat the 720, and they actually said it will be beating the LaFerrari, which is crazy. So if you can't get into that LaFerrari price, but you want to have the LaFerrari performance and more than that, that's what the SF90 is all about. Now we were able to walk around this and get some up close features and even step inside. So we're going to take a closer look and dive in here. Then I'm gonna grab our boy Murray to kind of walk to the car and tell us a little bit more about it. All right, so I got the GoPro so we can get a wider angle view of the interior because the interior is something that's pretty unique on this car. So off the bat, you're gonna notice a huge LCD display. Now this display is not only huge, but it's also curved, which is the first curved display in a car, which is pretty neat. But normally that is what you're used to in your Ferrari. You get the big analog tack in the middle, and then you have a display on the side and display on the side. Well, now it's a complete digital display, which is crazy. Now with this car being gas and electric, it's kind of like you get that tech vibe of the whole entire car, and that's what you get everywhere you look. So not only is the whole entire thing digital, you also have no more like tactile buttons on the steering wheel or on the side. So normally when you work the radio, you have buttons over here, you work the AC, the buttons are over here, and when you work the headlights on the mirrors, all that stuff is gone, and it's actually like a touch pad feel. The lights work on the top, so it kind of gives an idea of what to expect here. And there's no tactile feel or anything. It's just kind of just receptive. It kind of happens or it doesn't happen, which is definitely going to take some getting used to, but definitely really unique. Really cool vibe around the whole entire car. I mean, you definitely get a futuristic tech car, and this is their most advanced car. Everywhere else in the car, it definitely feels a little bit more Ferrari, a little bit more of the dash we're used to seeing, a little bit more like the door cars we're used to seeing. This is all very typical 488, 458 kind of feeling in here. Right where you would normally have the transmission shifter, you actually kind of have a little throwback to that, where you go into manual, automatic, reverse, and I don't know what left is supposed to mean. It is buttons, but you can kind of see there's almost like an H pattern there, which is really cool, kind of that gated vibe, which is kind of a little throwback, a little hidden Easter egg, which is pretty neat. The window controls are right where they normally are, and on the back you can see this is all full carbon, and the seats are all full carbon as well. Now this car is going to be coming in at around 511, I think is the base price. So you could easily spec this thing out to like 600, maybe even 700, which sounds about right when you're talking about LaFerrari numbers. All right, you guys remember Murray? You guys have seen him like 3 or 4 times now. What would be your 2-minute breakdown of what SF90 is?
So this is our new top of the line, like most extreme performance Ferrari that we've got. Our most advanced technology, it's hybrid systems coupled with an engine that's just, crazy powerful. Blank sheet redesign car, it's the interior is brand new, the exterior is brand new. We've learned a lot of lessons from all of our cars, from racing. We're taking that stuff and we're putting it into this car to make something that's hopefully super exciting for people out there. And we're really excited to see it. We're excited to have it here. We only have it here for 1 day, so we wanted to make sure.
And then it goes on to another dealership?
And then it moves on down the line because everybody wants to see this car.
So one of the things that, kind of going off what you just said, you're like, we learned a lot from other previous cars. One of the things you were saying earlier is that the wheels are actually designed to pull heat from the brakes, I think you were saying, to exert it down the car.
So these little fins here, they look like they're kind of just a stylistic piece, but that's actually an aerodynamic piece that's pulling air through the wheel there. So it's cooling your brake discs, it's moving out some of the turbulence air in the wheel well, but it's pulling that through, which is pretty awesome.
When do you guys expect to have this car going out to certain people? Like, when do you expect to see this like kind of hit the market, like production wise? Is it like 2 years from now, a year and a half from now, late 2020?
So we haven't heard officially from Ferrari. I would say late 2020 is probably a good time frame, and then getting into 2021, it is a production car. This isn't a limited production car. It's not the LaFerrari replacement. Some people were speculating that.
Oh, so it's not. It just can outperform it?
Exactly. So it's, you know, it's a few years newer than LaFerrari.
Okay.
It's not limited production like LaFerrari, but it is a very special car.
One area that I thought was really cool was because this is a hybrid, one of the things that they left kind of exposed was like, I think it was a part of a battery, which I thought was super cool. Again, you're not gonna get much space here because I think you were saying that there's a motor here, electric motors on both sides on the front, right?
Yeah, there's an EV motor on each wheel.
So there definitely is a lot of space that the car needs to use for the technology that you're getting for it, but hey, you could fit a couple pencils in there, do what you needed to do, but that is a really cool fine touch that I feel, I don't want to say it's like edgy, but I feel like a lot of other companies, yeah, they don't care to kind of show that type of stuff, which I think is really cool point about that. Coming from the back, this is one of the most radical views I've ever seen from a rear end, but what's something that I noticed off the bat is when you look towards the motor, it's like really deep. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if you guys know much about the design here, but it is a V8 twin turbo. You can see both the turbos, but like the center of gravity and like the placement of it is really like, I would say middle centric of the car, which is something that when you look at the 458 or the 488 off the bat, the manifolds are like literally you can touch them. I can't even reach for the motor, like it's pretty far down there. I'm curious to know more of the technology behind that as they release more information about it, but that is amazing. That is so rad. Like look at how much space there is in there. What?
So it's obviously best to have the engine mounted low for center of gravity and towards the middle, right? And so that's all crammed down there. It's a dry sump lubrication system, so you don't have an oil pan underneath. And then you also have the battery pack is right behind the seats.
Wow.
So very low, very central. So it keeps it for balance, for handling, it keeps it very well balanced in there.
Super quick, look, here's a 488. The motor's a lot higher in comparison to the SF90 and much more, I don't say visible, much higher. Crazy to see the difference. As you guys know, today we had the drop for Hun Company, which means yesterday, which is today for me, we had to do a bunch of back-end work to get ready for it, and unfortunately that kind of took a big hit in today's vlog. That's kind of why I wanted to run a Ferrari, just check out that car. One, because I was interested. Two, because we discovered our Ferrari and I was kind of interested. And three, another thing I didn't talk about or show was that I talked with Murray for a bit about potentially getting us in a car just to have as like a lease car. I told you guys yesterday that I want to do an Aventador, and I appreciate everyone sending me Aventadors that you guys are finding. I appreciate it. Trust me, I've been on top of it. I've been looking for a while. I'm constantly been scouring the internet for stuff, but I appreciate all your guys' help. But I was kind of thinking, we have the C8 coming, and then we're gonna be trying to find a crashed Aventador. I'm thinking about getting like a 488 or maybe like an F12 or like an 812 or something just to kind of have as like a daily in between all that type of stuff. I don't know if it's gonna happen yet. I'm trying to decide if it's worth it, because I probably would end up just like leasing the car because I would only have it for a little bit and it doesn't really make sense to buy it, but I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. My birthday is in like 3 weeks, and every year I always do something stupid and spoil myself, and I was like, wow, this would be the perfect time for a bad idea. Who knows? If anything happens from it, I'll let you guys know, but we shall see. I'm gonna edit this video and then start playing some Call of Duty because I'm just so tired right now and I kind of just want to relax. So that's what I'm gonna do. I appreciate you guys watching another episode of Vlogmas. Man, this daily uploading thing is tough, so I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Our mustache check today it's okay. As we get to LZ's house like in the next couple of days and do some stuff with them, it's gonna grow out a little bit more. I'll get rid of all like the little baby stubble, and I promise you it will be a little bit more predominant. I have faith. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out and keep moving forward.